Blessed new day to each and every one of you. Welcome once again to Wealth Makers Alliance. Today in this segment, I'm going to basically look into one of the most important topic, which is financial independence. Now, I'm going to reveal to you 3 steps to achieve financial independence. Now, before we even launch into understanding the 3 steps of financial independence, let's look into defining what is financial independence all about. Now, to understand financial independence, we need to first understand that financial independence is not the freedom to spend on whatever or whenever we like. It is the ability to create wealth, to manage and multiply those wealth, and distribute the wealth for noble cause at the appropriate time. Now, these are the most important thing that we need to understand, because so many people have different way or different understanding or definition of financial independence. When they speak about financial independence, most people think that it is basically freedom for you to spend. Now, this is where things get on the rough road, am I right? On the rough road where people begin to achieve financial freedom or financial independence, and the moment they have the money, they think about spending. Now, this is where we are walking on the slippery path, and this is the reason why many people are back into poverty and into lack because of this attitude, of spending. So please understand, all right, financial independence is the ability to create wealth, all right. God has given each and every one of us the ability to create wealth. And not only the ability to create wealth, we have to be a steward, that we must understand that we are required, to manage those wealth, and not only to manage, but to multiply it. Now, I believe, all right, based on my own experience, as I begin to manage those wealth, as I begin to take care of those resources, because I believe these resources are God's resources. Now, everything in this earth belongs to God. Alright, so whenever we are blessed with the financial resources, we have to manage these resources. Now, one of the things that I've seen that resources or wealth is attracted to those who knows how to multiply it. Alright, so if you know how to multiply it, now many people like to save, many people like to keep, they do not want to multiply, or they don't know the way to multiply. Now, can you see that? That's why they are not blessed, because savers are the biggest losers. Now please understand, these are the first understanding about financial independence. Now, when you able to multiply, as you begin to multiply more and more from different streams of incomes and so on, now you will have surplus to be able to distribute. Can you see that? Now, at the end of it, what is the point of having all this wealth, all the riches? What is the point of it? We can't have 10 houses. We can't be driving on 10 cars. Can you see that? Now, there are things that we need to understand, so that when we are well-to-do, when we are wealthy, when we have more than enough, we have surplus, we can be able to distribute this wealth for the noble cause at the appropriate time. All right, this is so important. Now, the second aspect of the financial independence is that this noble cause could be anything that adds real value to certain ideas, certain projects, certain community, even activities, or even people. Right now, sometimes you are well-to-do, and you have the fund, you have the resources, and you hear someone have a fantastic business idea or fantastic venture ideas. Now, you can fund those ideas if you find those ideas are appropriate. Can you see that? Now, there are some people that have great projects. There are great projects. There are communities that need help. And not only that, there are people. There are families that we can actually distribute this wealth to. Now, this is truly what it meant by financial independence. Now, you can only be truly financially independent when you have surplus. Alright, so this is so important. So surplus is the key word over here. Surplus means where you have abundant cash flowing income. Can you see that? So this abundant cash flowing income is overflowing. So you have a cup and that cup is full. Can you see that? And when the cup is full and you continuously filling up the cup, that is going to overflow. You can only distribute when you are overflowing. Can you see that? If the cup is half full, you cannot share that cup of water with anyone. But if that cup is overflowing, you can then share those overflowing, okay, to those people round about you so that they too can be blessed. Now, these are regular, recurring, and repeatable income. So when we talk about cash flowing income must have these three requirements. It must be regular, it must be recurring, and it must be repeatable income streams. These are non-stop cash flow even while you are sleeping. Can you see that? So this is the true definition of financial independence. Okay, those of us who have already walked this whole path, we understand today what is financial independence all about. Now, this is just to give you some idea what is financial independence. Now let's move on to the gist of this presentation, or to the gist of this content today, where we're going to find out what are the 3 steps to financial independence. I believe if we fail to take care of these 3 steps, we will not be able to achieve the financial independence that we dream of. Can you see that? You are not able to multiply. You will not be able to create wealth if you are fallen into these 3 steps. Now, let's look into these 3 steps and understand, so that you can be completely free from the chain, okay, from the chain of poverty, from the chain of lack, so that you can be free financially. Now, this is our main mandate, okay? This is our main desire here today. Now, the first step is basically to take stock of your financial situation. Now, this is so important, okay? Take stock, okay? Take inventory of your financial situation. So what should you do? Now, these are the questions that you should ask when you are taking stock. Number 1, where are you now financially? Alright? Now, where are you now financially? This is a very, very important question that you need to ask. And I categorize this into 3 S. Okay? The first S is survival. Okay? Are you at a survival state? Okay? Are you just earning 9 to 5? Or you just have a job and you are just depending on one stream of income, which is your job? Now, if you have a job and your job is taking away, okay, 80% or 90% of your income for all the expenses and debt and so on, you are in the survival state. Can you see that? You are living from paycheck to paycheck. You don't have saving at all. So you are at the survival state. So I want you to be able, okay, to diagnose, to take stock of your financial situation, so that you understand exactly where you are and what need to be done. Now, from the survival state, then you have to also, are you at the sufficiency state? Okay, sufficient is where you have more than you have enough. Okay, you have 9 to 5 jobs and so on. You are able to pay all the bills. You can take care of your family. But you are not able to help anyone. You are not able even to supply to your extended families and so on. Can you see that? You just have enough for your family. You have enough saving, probably the next 6 to 9 months, and that is it. Okay, that is it. Your cash flow is so tight. Now, these are people who are actually in the sufficiency state. Now, there's another condition here where you are actually in the state of surplus, where you have abundance. So this simply means that although you not only have a job, okay, you have multiple stream of incomes, you have actually more than enough to take care of your family, and you can even distribute this wealth to those people who really need it. So, where are you now financially? This is the first question you have to really ask yourself, because if you don't ask this question, you will not be able to tackle the real issue that you are facing. Alright? Now, the next is that where do you want to go? So, if you are at a survival state, then your next destination is the sufficiency state. If you are already in the sufficiency state, then your next destination will be the surplus state. Now, if you really decided where you want to go, then you have to decide how to go about it. Can you see that? That you need to know why. Why exactly you want to actually go to that next level financially. All right, this is so important. So the driving factor is the why, and that why will give you the how to achieve it. All right. Now the last question is that, are you really happy with your current situation? Now, can you see that you have to be very honest with your situation? All right, you have to be very honest and open up yourself. You have to criticize yourself and do everything possible. Okay, unload all those things that you have gone through for years. There are areas in our life or even behavior of finance or of handling finance that is causing us and putting us in this state of survival, sufficiency, and surplus. So you have to find those behavior. Alright, there are many people are ill-disciplined when come to financial. There are so many people who are spending on credits. They have a lot of credit debts. There are so many people who are taking personal loans after loans and loans, and they are not able to service those loans and so on. Now, these are all the ill-discipline, the behavior, okay, when come to financial. Now, the second steps, okay, the first step is to take stock of your financial situation. I hope now you understand exactly, alright, what needs to be done. The second step is basically determine with precision the amount you need each month to meet your needs. Now, this is so important, okay? So that is the reason why if you understand your current state, now the next step is basically you have to be precise the amount that you really need each month. So this is so important. So these are some of the areas that you can look into. The first area is to focus to eliminate debt. Alright, look into the debt that you have, your short-term debt, your long-term debts, and so on. Now, as I always mention, alright, you can actually look into your total debt. Take your total debt and divide that debt, let's say by 5 years or even by 1 year. It depends on your goal, how fast, okay, you want to be debt free. Alright, this is so important. The second thing is that look into your expenses. There are recurring expenses and there are non-recurring expenses. Now, try to eliminate recurring expenses. Alright, now for example, if you just take, there are certain channels of television that the movies or the channels that we are subscribing to are basically a recurring cost. Now, can you buy a separate TV box where you only pay once and you can enjoy all those movies and channels and Netflix and so on? Now, I remember, okay, I was actually in my own family. We used to actually rent from another provider, and we were actually paying a monthly recurring cost and making that provider more and more richer. So I decided one day, why don't we go and get a TV box and we fix this box, and then after we can actually subscribe to Netflix, and you know what, we are paying like 4 times much lower. Alright, our expenses reduces by 4 times. Can you see that? So you can look into all those areas of expenses and categorize those expenses into recurring and non-recurring. Now, your target should be to eliminate the recurring expenses. Can you see that? Now, the other problem that we always see with so many people is that impulsive spending. The moment they see something and they like it, okay, they just go ahead and buy it. Now, this is wrong, okay? This is wrong. If you are spending on impulsive, you don't have self-control. So this is why the people who are spending, okay, impulsively, they don't understand between needs and want. They are confused. Can you see that? Now, these are so important. Everything they want it, everything they desire. Now, that is the reason why many people are still living in lack, in poverty, in a survival mode because of the impulsive spending. Alright? So you have to determine with precision the amount that you need each month. If you can eliminate, okay, a lot of these recurring expenses, impulsive spending, and if you can eliminate your biggest problem, which is the debt, you can be completely free financially. One day, right, you are only going to have more and more income coming in, but you don't have expenses, or your expenses is very, very low. Can you just imagine that? That is what we call a positive cash flow. At this moment, so many people are actually living on a negative cash flow. Now, the last steps, okay, the third steps, how you can achieve financial independence is to create alternative income streams by investing prudently. Alright, this is so important, okay. Now, many people save their money. Nothing wrong to save your money, But as I always mention in all my training, right? Now, please understand, saving is putting your money to sleep. While your money is sleeping in the bank or wherever it is, someone else is actually investing your money, and they are basically harvesting a much greater results or much greater productivity, and they are just giving you probably nothing. Can you see that? So now, why should you actually save? Now, this is so important, because as my understanding, saving does not mean multiplication, because you are not going to multiply through saving your money in the bank. There are better ways that you can actually multiply by looking at ways how you can actually investing, because investing is putting your money to work. So your money is now working for you, and investing also means that you are in full control of these investment platforms and so on. Look for this kind of platform where you are actually having a transparent platform where you understand what you are investing into and you have the full control of it. Now, the other important aspects that I would really like to emphasize here is that look, it is the best for you to focus on earning an asset-based income. Alright, now these are important terms that you need to understand: asset-based income and asset-based saving. So it is always good because your assets will be working for you. So what are those assets? You have, for example, if we just take about gold, right? Gold is an asset. Gold will actually give you a capital gain. Alright, not only that, even you have Bitcoin, for example. Bitcoin is an asset. So look at ways how you can actually earn more and more assets. Now these are some of my top priority when I start to invest nowadays. I'm looking at an asset. I'm looking at ways how my asset can continuously to work for me. Now, if you can continuously duplicate this concept, if you can continuously duplicate this exercise and duplicate this strategy, I believe that any one of us can move from the place of survival to the place of sufficiency, and you can actually enjoy and be in the place of surplus, and you can achieve the financial independence. Now, when you are free, when you are free financially, when you are completely free from the chain of debts, now you're going to have surplus. You're going to have abundance cash flowing assets that is going to come, cash flowing income from those assets. Even while you are sleeping, you will be making money. Can you see that? So you have to strategize and start to build this way forward. We have to change the way we think about money. There's nothing wrong for you to earn money. The only problem is that when you start to love money, this is where the problem happens. Can you see that? So no matter what happens in your life, never put yourself into it so much that you will start to love and you will die for it. No, that is not what we are talking about. Alright? Now you need money. Money is so important, but we need to be righteous in the way how we're going to earn those money. But before you even look into earning, look into how you can eliminate. Look into the 3 steps to achieve financial independence. And that 3 steps, if I would summarize once again, is first, take stock of your financial situation. Alright, it is not too late. We are currently in the month of May. It is not too late. You have another 7 months to go. If you can sit down and take stock of your financial situation, you can really do well. And I believe you can be free. You can be free in no time. Second, determine with precision the amount you need each month to meet your needs. You have to be precise. You have to have a number in your mind. You have to be very clear what is that number, and break down that number into small pieces. Break that big elephant into small pieces, so that you can manage the small pieces. You can even, instead of looking at the months, you can look at the weekly basis or look at the daily basis. How much do you need to earn? How much do you need to earn from any kind of alternative income stream in order for you to actually meet those needs? So if your needs are taken care, at least, even if you look at 20-80 rule, if 20% of that needs is giving you 80% of the headache, why don't you solve the 20% of that expenses or of that needs first? Alright? And last but not least, create alternative income stream by investing prudently. This is so important. Allow your money to work for you. Alright? Do not let your money to stay stagnant. That is a curse. Alright, that is the curse, okay? To allow your money to stay stagnant, that is a curse. That is the reason why I don't encourage people to save their money in the bank. Saving is good, okay? Saving, I encourage people to save, but where you save is most important. If you are saving in a platform where that platform is actually working for you, that is fine. But if you are saving in a platform that you are becoming loser every single day, I think that is foolishness. Alright, so find a platform, okay, find a stream where you can actually grow your money, and the best is always an asset-based income. So I hope, alright, this segment has helped you to understand about financial independence, and especially the 3 steps that you could actually look into it. Anyone can look into it, okay? Any one of us can actually look into these 3 steps, and if you are serious and you're going to deal with the financial situation with all the ill discipline and the wrongdoing that you have already inherited, okay? These are habits. Spendings are habits. Alright, you have to break it. The moment you break it and the moment you stop doing what you used to do, you are going to be financially free. So with that, I hope you are blessed, okay, with this education, with this segment, and I trust that you will get into my YouTube. Please, alright, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I want you to share this link, okay? Share this link. Help others, okay? Help others so that they too can achieve financial breakthrough. So with that, God bless each and every one of you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.